Surprise, everybody! So since I've not been on here for a week, I decided I'd give you all a bonus chapter today. We're going to do chapter 6, The Criminal Life. Besides, can we wait? It would be so hard to wait to see what kind of criminal life that Beans is going to have. So I was excited about reading this today, chapter 6, The Criminal Life. The neighborhood of Key West, where the cigar factories were located, was called Gaddoville. Mr. Gatto was the fella who had started the whole cigar village. Poppy says when he's growing up, it hummed with activity. But like just about everything else in Key West, it had disappeared. Now only a few folks made cigars. The big buildings that used to hold hundreds of workers sat empty. Johnny Cakes owned one of them. I knocked on the door, and my employer opened it a moment later. "Hiya, Johnny Cakes," Kermit waved. "Come on in, kids," he said. Kermit and I filed into the dark building. There were rows of benches and tables where the men and women used to roll their cigars, and it smelled faintly of tobacco. A pile of wooden cigar boxes was stacked in one corner. We followed him up a flight of stairs, and then Johnny Cakes paused outside a door. "Before I take you in, you must swear that you will not tell a single person what you're going to see." I started to say, but then Kermit interrupted. "I can keep a secret, Mr. Johnny Cakes. Why, I've never even told Ma that Beans uses Nana Philly's girdle to keep my baby brother from jumping out of the crib when he's supposed to be watching him. He just girdles Buddy right up to the bars. The baby can't escape. It's the..." I covered Kermit's mouth. "We won't tell anyone." Johnny Cakes seemed to take my measure for a moment, and he finally said, "This way." They opened the door. I couldn't stop the gas that tumbled out of my mouth. The place was stacked with coffins, dozens of them. Was he secretly a murderer, like the outlaws Bonnie and Clyde? What had I gotten us into? "Look," I said quickly, "I don't think this is for us, but we won't tell a soul, I swear." "Come on, pay your respects, boys," Johnny Cakes said, lifting up the coffins lids. They all died happy. I shut my eyes quickly because I didn't want to see a dead body. Or did I? When I opened my eyes, there wasn't a corpse in sight. The coffin was full of liquor bottles. "Booze?" I asked. Johnny Cakes grinned at me. "Cuba's finest." "What about the dead fishermen? The malaria epidemic?" I demanded. Johnny Cakes shrugged. "Did I mention that grown-ups are lying liars?" Johnny explained that on principle, he refused to pay the government for a liquor license, which is why he was bringing in the liquor secretly. "Principle?" I asked. "Well, it cuts into my profits," he said shortly. "So what do you want us to do?" He smiled slowly. "You, my sweet, innocent children, are going to deliver this precious cargo to the fine establishments of our fair city in your charming wagon, of course." "What if somebody stops us?" I asked. "Nobody's going to stop a couple of kids pulling a wagon," Johnny Cakes said. He didn't look the least bit concerned. "Put the booze under the blanket. If they stop you, you just tell them you got a sleeping baby under there." I remembered my resolve to be hard and shoved my newspaper boy cap low on my head. "We won't work for less than a dime," I told Johnny Cakes. "Each?" he questioned. Kermit's eyes widened and looked at Johnny Cakes. "Each," I said firmly. "Well, you drive a hard bargain, but I can respect that. I'm a businessman myself," he sounded impressed. "A dime it is, because you'll earn it." We huddled on the street with our wagon full of booze. It was packed tight under a blanket. Johnny Cakes had warned us darkly that he would take broken bottles out of our pay. "I don't think this is a very good idea, Beans," Kermit said. I was nervous too. I was pretty sure my mother wouldn't be happy if I got my little brother arrested for rum running. But this was my chance to get out from under Winky. "It'll be fine," I told him, with more calm than I felt. "We'll do like Johnny Cakes said. Act normal." We pulled the wagon carefully down Duval Street. I was turning into an alley to go to our first bar when I heard Kermit chattering behind me. "Hiya, Mrs. Sweeting, how are you?" "Why, hello there, Kermit. What you boys up to?" "Well, we're just pulling the wagon." "What's in the wagon?" the old lady asked. "Oh, just some I elbowed Kermit hard. "Ow!" he gasped. Buddy's sleeping in the wagon, Mrs. Sweeting, I said smoothly. We gotta get him home to Ma. Come on, Kermit, let's go. The moment we turned the corner, I rounded on him. What is wrong with you? I demanded. Oh, I forgot about being a secret, he wailed. Don't talk to anybody else, I warned him. But Beans, if I don't talk to folks, it'll seem weird. He had a point. It turned out Kermit was our lucky charm. Not a single person gave us a second glance after Kermit opened his mouth. All my worry turned out to be for nothing. Even the tavern keepers didn't seem surprised to see a couple of kids at their back doors with a wagon full of liquor. One of them even fed us lunch. It was the sweetest racket ever. At the end of the afternoon, Johnny Cakes paid us each a dime. Good work, kids, he said. A dime in my pocket, and I didn't smell like garbage? If I'd known being a criminal was this easy, I would have turned a long time ago. And that's the end of our chapter. Oh my gosh, he's into the criminal life. Our next chapter is 7. It's called Invasion. Every one of these chapters makes me think, and I think about what's going to happen next. It's really a fun time to predict and find out if my predictions come true on the next chapter. See you all tomorrow. Bye.